2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ernie.
Seems like we've been here before. Yes, it is Groundhog Day. And we welcome you to this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. And this is a one-and-done trip for Los Angeles before getting back to their Clipper fans. Looking at the first half of the season, it's been one they've been very proud of. They have a lot of confidence so far.
Yeah, and I think the Clippers, at times, they played some of the best basketball in the league, but they haven't been able to sustain it over the course of the entire season. And that's the only reason they're not in first place.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, consistency has been the issue. It's been missing. But it wouldn't be surprising if they put it all together at the right time.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And the Clippers, looking at who they've got, Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Jordan is out there with Luke Mbamute. And it's Crawford at the small forward position. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Now the Wizards with it. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Now here's Paul. He had 19 points in the win against Chicago.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
Andre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure. But he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness, but no question he's improved his skills and IQ. And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Paul with the ball. He's picked up by Wall. Paul goes in. Redick is in the corner. It's Crawford on the wing. 4 on the shot clock. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Oh, and here comes Wall.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Paul, no one around him. Beal.
One of those once in a while.
The 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
And Jordan gets it to go. The Wizards with the lead. Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Paul with the ball. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Amute, a screen on Wall. That's tipped, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nene. Jared Dudley's checked in for Nene. The Clippers also changing it up. Paul Pierce is checked in for Amute. Johnson comes in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Austin Rivers in for J.J. Redick. Gortat with the steal. Johnson against Wall. From deep. Nice ball movement by Washington. And Paul over to help. Oubre passes to Beal. The kick out to Wall. Shot clock at 6. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Drew Gooden has checked in for Gortat. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Oubre. And Gary Neal subbed in for Beal. And then for the Clippers, Cole Aldrich. He's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Chris Paul. And now here comes Neal leading the break. From deep, Wall. And it's Rivers with the rebound. Clippers trail by 9. Kicks it to Pierce. And the Clippers miss again. Washington's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Stolen by Pierce. Now the Clippers moving it up. Rivers has got the ball. Feeds to Pierce. 43 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Prigioni. And out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Wizards making a switch here. Sessions is checked in. Porter kicks to Sessions. Pass to Neal. Fires the 3. And again, Washington no good. Clippers trail by 9. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Rivers dishes to Aldrich. Now the feed to Rivers, and it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Down low, picked off in midair. Here's Pierce. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. And a chance to hear from Bradley Beal. He came from a football family in St. Louis, but said his mother...
She definitely put the ball in my hand.
Maybe some other NBA players should be practicing with Bradley Beal's mom, because she has definitely honed something special into him.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, but I'm not sure some of the more delicate NBA egos could handle her trash-talking them when she beats them in a game of horse. Bradley's not only got a special J, but he's got a pretty good disposition, too.
2 points.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. Redick and Crawford, the sharpshooters outside. Luke Mbamute out there with DeAndre Jordan. And it's Paul in at the 1 spot. Wizards leading by 6.
And Redick is just an unbelievable three-point shooter. It's not just his volume. It's his pinpoint accuracy. By the end of last season, Redick was 40% from behind the arc for his career.
Beal can't get it to go. Clippers shooting about 42% so far. But they get it back. The shot by Redick, no good. It's Beal on the wing, guarded by Crawford, and stolen by Jordan. It's Crawford with the drive. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 3 assists now in this one. And for Redick, he knew what his NBA career would be like. Way back in 2005, Clark, I recall him saying, I think I'll be a role player like 80% of the players in the league. I don't expect to be a star. I'll just shoot. I'll be a team player.
Yeah, and he's exactly right. He was highly decorated in college, but every scout knew his strength was shooting the basketball, and JJ knew it as well.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Oubre comes in for Otto Porter Jr., and it's John Wall in for Sessions.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Wall again. Paul. Now here's Wall. D right on him. Shot from free throw range. Here's Gortat. And that time also a missed shot.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Paul passes to Jordan. Back to Paul. It's tipped. They recover it. Mbamute against Nene. And Mbamute kicks to Jordan. Just 2 to shoot. There's Crawford with the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
And Coach Doc Rivers wears multiple hats for this organization. Not only is he the head coach, but also in charge of all basketball operations. Really the leader in a lot of ways for this team.
Thinking about Doc Rivers being a leader, he was like that on the floor, Clark, as well. You know that. You went against him.
A leader and a winner, no doubt about it. And there have been a lot of coaches that came from his old Celtics team. And of all of them, perhaps the least surprising is Doc Rivers for the reasons we just mentioned. Leader and coach on the floor.
Pierce is checked in for the Clippers. And it's Paul penetrating. Redick. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. For Washington, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. From deep, Wall, that's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%, 5 for 7. Wall against Paul, 20 feet out. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Wizards leading by 4. And Wall kicks to Beal. To the middle. Nene dishes to Oubre. No one near Wall as he lets it go. Wall with another miss. L.A. has gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
And he just big-boarded right there. The height advantage he's got down low. Really difficult for them to defend.
And Mbamute the pass to Paul. Jordan kicks to Paul. That shot wide open.
2 points.
Paul's got 4 points this quarter.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Wall against Paul. Wall attacking. Outside for Beal. 5 to shoot. 1:32 left here in the second. Beal can't get that one to fall.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Paul dishes to Jordan. And the wide open shot from Redick. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan.
and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
That's good. Beal's got his second bucket of the night.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here.
And for the last 3 seasons, what a talented young backcourt John Wall and Bradley Beal have become. Wall drafted first overall, Beal third in different drafts. A little lottery luck, if you will, and great scouting of these two.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. The Clippers also changing it up. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Johnson comes in for Mbamute. And Lance Stevenson subbed in for J.J. Redick. Here's Aldrich. Rebound by the Wizards. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
And it really was the turnovers that fueled the blowout. I mean, a lot of questionable, poor decisions by them with the ball. And when that happens, you can get blasted. Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those.
If he does.
And how about how he capped that one out, almost like the 1-2 punch.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the 3-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
He hits the second from the line.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Paul passes to Stevenson. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Stevenson's got his first bucket of the night. Here's Porter. No good on the buzzer beater. And we're...
All right, Kevin, thank you. I'm here with John Wall. And, John, when you're hitting your jumpers early and force that defense to guard you, how much easier does that make it to attack the basket or find your teammates with a pass?
Oh, man, you see it, man. The lane is open. I'm finding my teammates, and they just get those guys open. That's one thing I said I want to work on since I've been here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. We have amped up home crowd. It was a great half of basketball from John Wall. He had 12 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 steal. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, quite simply, their bench showed up tonight.
Just about time for the third quarter to get underway, and we'll see you again.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third.
Well, how about John Wall in this one? He has 12 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
The great pair of Wall and Beal are at the guard spots. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint, and it's Oubre in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. To the inside.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly.
Here is Mbamute. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's his first trip to the line. That free throw missing. He hits the second from the line. Wizards leading by 6. To the wing right side. Here's Nene. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
And, guys, it's not the time for caution now. I mean, they've got to be aggressive and take some risk to see if they can cut that lead down.
In transition, here come the Wizards. Beal gets a wide-open look. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And for Marcin Gortat, he was such a good fit for the Wizards last season. Actually, the last 2 seasons.
You know, he runs the floor very well for his size. A terrific finisher, solid in the pick and roll, can make the mid-range. You know, he's been one of the more consistent centers in our league.
You know, getting back to Gortat, he signed that 5-year, $60 million contract a couple of years back. Raised some eyebrows at the time because he's not a supreme athlete, but his size, effort, and refined skill set have made him worth it so far.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Rivers checked in. Washington calls timeout.
And talking about Gortat, I like what he can do for you defensively. Doesn't really have a vertical, but uses his length and timing to alter shots. And he moves his feet well enough to close out on shooters and also cover the pick and roll. So solid and complete in terms of a frontline player.
Wizards leading by 6. Third quarter of basketball, about a minute and a half in. And Wall kicks to Gortat. Can't connect from short range. LA has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Rivers dishes to Jordan. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Beal, that's for 2. Second shot opportunity, and Nene with the lay-in. Good.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems, throughout the game. I like the discipline that they've showed in terms of creating those opportunities on the inside.
Wall against Rivers. Jordan the screen. Here's Redick. Gortat comes up with the rebound.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And he gets the bucket. And that's now 6 points here for Beal.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
And here's Wall outside. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Here's Jordan to halt the run. Gortat with the block. Stolen by Rivers. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Wizards making a switch here. Dudley's checked in. And then for the Clippers, Pierce comes in for Mbamute. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for J.J. Redick. And Wall kicks to Gortat. Good D by Jordan.
The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Dishes it to Oubre. And Beal kicks to Dudley. The Wizards with another miss. And for Jared Dudley, a bit of a resurgence last season. Found a team you like playing for, played much closer to his career numbers than the year before with the Clippers.
Yeah, and that's a great point. I mean, he turned back the clock in almost every category, and I think to your point, a lot of it has to do with the fit. He's on a team in a role that suits his talent, and I think you're going to see him continue to be consistent.
Got a hand on it, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wall. And we have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. Fourth, the Clippers.
No doubt they have snipers on that roster, that's for sure. It's been a terrific year for them from beyond the arc.
Clippers trail by 9. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession.
And let's take a look now at the stats for Gortat. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. First in field goal percentage, 11th in blocks. And he's among the top 15 in rebounding. Just a powerful presence in the paint.
Yeah, and you're right. He's been the pinnacle of scoring efficiency. Never seems to take a bad shot.
You look at John Wall. What a contribution so far.
They need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
And the Clippers call time here. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Drew Gooden has checked in for Gortat. Otto Porter Jr. comes in for Oubre. Gary Neal's checked in for Bradley Beal. And Sessions subbed in for John Wall. And then for Los Angeles, Mbaamute's checked in for Pierce. Redick comes in for Rivers. And Paul subbed in for Pablo Prigioni. And here's Sessions. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And that one's good.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
Paul passes to Jordan. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists here tonight. Knocked away. Wide open look. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Crawford.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Neal dishes to Gooden. No one near Sessions as he lets it fly. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
Add another triple to their second half total.
They came out of the break just dropping bombs and just are not letting up at all.
And he gets it to go.
What a sweet assist by CP3.
Sessions against Paul. And Sessions kicks to Gooden. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Paul for 3. There it goes. It's in, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 9 in the basket from DeAndre Jordan.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Well, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree with you, partner.
Now here's Sessions. And here's Dudley for 3. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's hard.
Get ready for your Wizard Girls.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. Washington leading now by 9. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Pierce is out there with Johnson. And it's Rivers. Then there's Cole Aldrich. And it's Prigioni in at the point guard position. Now here's Oubre. He's guarded by Johnson. Oubre can't get it to go. Clippers trail by 9. Johnson outside. Again, Los Angeles.
Wesley Johnson. Assist.
Washington has gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Outside, Wall. Pass to Nene. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
Gortat's checked in for Washington. Beal comes in for Porter. Paul for 3. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Jordan's got 4 assists in the game.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting. You know, next time he has that much space, he should just go straight up with it and leave the fadeaway at home. Park that fadeaway, take the shot that's available.
Paul goes in. Shot is off. Gorjot with the defensive effort.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Clippers trail by 8. Redick is in the corner. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture. Clutch.
Ball against Paul, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
And Wall kicks to Oubre, and he gets it to go. And the Wizards lead by 7.
His ball distribution tonight just as good as it gets.
Yeah, it sure has been. I mean, all you have to do is look at the numbers. There's no lying in those totals.
The drive by Paul, and out of bounds as the Wizards gain possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Wizards leading by 7. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. From deep, Wall. Crawford with the rebound.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Wizards have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Redick against Wall. Another one falls for Washington.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And the thing, Greg, about Marcin Gortat, he's not...
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate.
But he's one of the best centers in the league because he's tough. And he's worked hard on developing his skills. And he always hustles.
Yeah, and he fights for position down low. A terrific screener, does a lot of that dirty work. And he's also very good at passing the basketball. You know, a lot more skilled, particularly in the pick and roll, than maybe people give him credit for. He can hurt a defense in a surprising number of ways.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He told the squad, now is the time when we turn it on and leave them in the rear view mirror. It won't be easy, but guys, I know we can put them away. Let's see if they can deliver, Kevin.
Clippers trail by 9.
Talking about Gortat.
Oh!
quick hands on the steal, and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And that was Kia bringing you the close-up on the big-time play. Here's Nene. It's hauled in by Jamal Crawford. Crawford's got 3 rebounds now in this one. It's Wall with the drive. Got a piece of it and stolen by Jordan. 4 on 3 as they bring it up. Paul for 3. Shot is off. Now what? Michigan takes it the other way. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. It's Beal on the wing. There's the 3. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. Beal's got the lead up to 12 now for the Wizards. Paul with the 3. Beal with the steal. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. And J.J. Redick picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And obviously, Chris Paul's one of the most highly recognized players in the game. High school All-American, college All-American, NBA Rookie of the Year. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Here's Wall. There's the dish to Nene. And he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim, unabated, in stride.
And Abamute kicks to Paul. Paul can't get that one to fall.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And here's Wall outside. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Wizards.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That certainly was their main meal, their bread and butter, if you will.
And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And after dropping game 1 in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And partner, it sets up what should be a fantastic finale to the season series. A major bragging rights on the line that night.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for John Wall. And the way he was able to dice up their D with his passing really made things easy for everyone else on his team. And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook. Some of the shots he's taken have been real head scratchers. I mean, come on. He's out there playing like it's a game of horse at the park.
Goes up on the wing. Redick with the rebound. Paul outside from the arc. Can't get it to go.
Outstanding perimeter defense there. That was a well-contested shot.
Yeah, and you know he takes a lot of pride in his defense. There are no easy threes if he's on.
And so it's one.
Yes, I'm here with
the 2K Sports post-game show.
He's a great distributor. He's always going to get his assists, but when
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight.